Hi and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining today's session on understanding the power of advanced analytics. My name is Kanika. I have over 12 years experience working in software development and business intelligence. Having worked on large transformation projects, doing things like system design, data migration, data integration, design and implement data warehouses and reports. So the purpose of this session is to update you on the services that we are offering to our customers today and how you can benefit from the fast changing pace in the data space. Now, here is our agenda outlining my brief topics today. We will start with the basic of analytic disciplines and what are the keys to define them. Then understand the analytics maturity in organization and how business benefits from those capabilities. Next, we'll talk about the differences between business intelligence versus advanced analytics. Next, we'll talk about keys to an effective execution. And then last but not least, we'll demonstrate business case. Okay, let us start. Analytic techniques has been around for a very, very long time. It has been used in areas like actuary, insurance, medical, market research, and many others. Typically, it requires the math and or statistic degree professionals with expensive and long processing cycle. Now, things have changed. We are in the data-driven era. We know that analytics is an integral part of finding actionable insights today. With increased adoption of analytics in the enterprise, abundance of data that are being produced and consumed at an unimaginable rate, cheaper data storage, and a much, much better technology performance. Of those changes have led to more discrete analytical capability. So, there are two key components to gain your insights. That is problem and the data. There are four main disciplines that can be distinguished by the area of problems and type of data, which is used for discovering those insights. It is important to note that each discipline complements the others in solving problems. Number of businesses start their analytic journey from using the operational software or system. The data is highly structured and used to produce reports that provide information on how business is doing. This bottom left corner is business intelligence. Another commonly used set of reports that deal with periodic reporting and dashboards. These provide a bigger picture of how the business has performed and assist with diagnostic to determine what happened and answer performing problems, like how many staff have left the company in this month compared to the same time last year. So, what is the cause of those situations and why customers has dropped so much last month? These type of questions, you will not find a way to answer them with your existing data. That's where the advanced analytics come in, because this capability enables business to understand the operation at the deeper level by come up with hypotheses and apply predictive analytic techniques to testing the hypothesis with the data. And our webinar today will be focusing on these two sections. So the advanced analytic is focused on using historical data to forecast future events and behaviors. It uses mostly internal data and also can incorporate with external and unstructured data as well. So the unstructured data could be email, tweets, blogs, audio, images, and so on, that will enable business to conduct what-if analysis, predict the effects of potential outcomes. So next quadrant is artificial intelligence discipline. This is about having machine take on the decision-making ability to uncover problems and discover new opportunity. Now the next section is robotic processing automation. It is used to cover small and low-risk processes so human can participate in more important matter. Now, let's have a look at the analytic maturities. This is a natural progression of analytical capability and its use in organizations. Start from the bottom. The operational analytics is provide essential information that help people do their immediate job. And the type of questions are: what is happening? How many sales have you done this month? And the example of business intelligence tools that is used is static report or tabular report to provide those information. The example questions could be: which inventory category costs the most in keeping and has the least sales in this quarter? Or how long does it take to produce product A? Or how many customer complaints or incidents report received this month? Then, next progress to diagnostic analytics. This helps us understand the reason why something good or bad happened. This is also part of business intelligence, and the tools that is commonly used is dashboards with the combination of graphs and interactive feature like time slicing, drill down, drill through, and so forth. It is to help visualize and summarize data into a compared performance over time. An example like a quarterly report or quarterly dashboard on how many incidents that ambulance officers has registered in this quarter, and how many are doing when compared to the previous quarter, or why the regional sales for a particular product A has dropped by X percentage this month when compared to the previous month. Or you might also find that number of claims has increased by X percentage and number of customers has dropped by X percentage. So what happened? And after you have those questions, what can we do about it? Well, the next capability called predictive analysis. This will help business anticipate what is likely to happen. And this predictive analysis is part of the advanced analytic that takes the process one step further by using a variety of statistical techniques such as data mining, machine learning, or predictive modeling to analyze historical data and identify past patterns to predict the future outcome. Now, next capability is called prescriptive analytic. This section is to help us understand the different drivers behind different behaviors and outcome. So the commonly tools used is like scenario testing, simulations, and in effect of organization that is used predictive tools to wind up creating a simulation of future condition in order to run through different scenarios in hope that they will have a conclusion before their competitors. For example, in health industry, you can better manage the patient population by using prescriptive analytics to measure the number of patients who are clinically obese, then add filters for factors like diabetes and LDL cholesterol and identifying different levels of blood pressure to determine where to focus the treatment. The same prescriptive model can be applied to almost any industry, target group, or problem. Now, to the last section, this capability called artificial intelligence. It will help us uncover problems and opportunities that we didn't know exist. Artificial intelligence, as we all know, machine learning, it is one type of artificial intelligence that allows digital interfaces the ability to learn without being programmed. Machine learning is a major focus in many industries and zoning in on the development of applications that can change when processing new data. And there are three types of AI. Robotic process automation is one that is programmed based on the rules. The machine will know what to do like a human. Second, it's cognitive. It will think like a human. And lastly, the most advanced one is the AI. The machine will be trained and self-taught to act like a human. These capabilities are not to replace human. It will enable us to anticipate the problem to the next level. So, we use analytics for competitive advantage in the following area. To prevent business from losing customers by understanding customer behavior. For example, in the health insurance sector, customer login rate has found to be relevant to customer discontinued figure. The study shown that the customers who logged in more frequent appears to check and compare the price before they discontinue the subscription. Or it is become a common practice in communication business that preventative maintenance is very important by predicting the failure rate of a device using mathematical equation to find the pattern in the data and inform business when it's the best to organize the maintenance before the outage occur. Analytics is excellent in finding out not just the insight, but also help business reduce process flow, waste, and ensure system efficiency by using Lean and Six Sigma technique, which is part of advanced analytics in improvement and optimization program. Many other companies use advanced analytics to predict customer behavior, anticipate cross or upsell opportunities, improve marketing campaigns, responses rate, identifying customer likely to churn, analyze market baskets to discover association, patterns, and relationship, reduce fraud at every service point in business, and or participate in future product demand so the business will not wasting costs on overproduce. Sorry. Now, let us see what are the differences between business intelligence and advanced analytics. Typically, business intelligence requires a long drawn-out process from designing, modeling, through to implementation. The main reason of this is to connect all the systems data like sales, customer, inventory, supply chain, logistics, finance, and HR system into one conform model. So then they can use the visualization tool to produce reports and good story dashboards to gain business insight for all different departments. Now, so that's mean the data cleansing, validating, and all the transformation are absolutely essential. Unlike the advanced analytics, it is designed to be a fail-fast scenario. It only concerns with a particular subject that is relevant to prove the hypothesis. Veracity in data is highly variable in finding pattern or behavior when applied with predictive model techniques. Why is this important, and what is veracity? Well, veracity is the breadcrumb of facts that are evident in the data. It could be noun, could be space, misspelling, etc. Hence, it does not require much of the data cleansing and validation. Advanced analytics can also incorporate both structured and unstructured data. And there are many multitude of open source tools that is available, and it requires data scientists and data engineers to make those data and recommended predictive models. Now, why do we need advanced analytics, and what are the keys to an effective execution? Analytics gives you the insights, and advanced analytics enable business to make decisions based on the proven hypothesis. So now that's powerful. Furthermore, for small and everyday decisions, you can make those decisions much faster by automating those processes. For example, to recommend product B to a customer who buys a product A, or what spending limit is appropriate for a particular customer group with certain characteristics. Now, the need for human knowledge and judgment hasn't disappeared. You still require skills, experienced employees, but you have changed the game by using machine to replicate best human practice. The decision process now led to results that are generally better, that incorporation of expert knowledge makes more accurate and higher quality decision. And more consistent, you have reduced the variability of decision outcomes, and more scalable. You can add underwriters as your business grows and bring them up to speed more quickly as well. So, you have insight, proof and hypothesis, make decisions faster, more frequently. There you go, you have it. Now, bringing advanced analytic tools into your organization can help you clone your business decision makers so that you get better and faster decisions. Now, I'm going to be demonstrating you our business case. Prima has been working with one of the energy company, and we have multitude of teams assisting from the beginning, since help them identify business need and to formulate the hypothesis. Then the data engineering team will acquire, collecting data, inspecting and sifting through multiple data sources, necessary transform if required, then communicating with the data science team that they use and recommend which predictive model that is applicable to validate the assumption, hypothesis, and test them. So once the predictive model has been communicated and calibrated for a few time, so this process is often go back and forth between data engineering and the data science, just to make sure that the accuracy of the hypothesis outcome is meet the business expectation. And so the next section is to, once those outcome or the proven hypothesis has meets with satisfaction, then the data science team make data available to the data visualization team. So in this instance, in this example, they output the result to the cloud database and present data using Power BI visualization tool. And they continue to manage and monitor to review the accuracy and keep on improving the model and the outcome. So this is the example output, and it is a perfect example of how business intelligence and advanced analytics complement one another. In this report, this particular customer, which is not shown here, has proven to have a suitable usage pattern. So he or she is falling to an eligible group and also has a recommended solar system model provided. So from the graph, the charts show, oops, sorry. Yep. From the graph show the predicted usage per month presents a comparable outcome between current and recommended system. The current system displayed in the green bar chart, and the predicted usage recommended in yellow color. So you can see the big difference there. And also the cost analysis has shown the customer that shows this customer will have a significant saving of more than 50% of the comparable bill. So the actual bill that's used is $2,935. And when applied with the particular predictive model, when used the recommended solar system, the bill has reduced to $1,300 or so. That's a significant savings. So this is just a little glimpse of business benefit when combined business intelligence with advanced analytics. Now, advanced analytics is also available as an integrated feature in both Qlik and Power BI. If you'd like to know more about how to utilize them and start producing your own prediction, please up some notes of your interest, and Rebecca will be in touch with you shortly. So last but not least, just to show you that our core competencies are in line with the business need. We have a specialized team in data engineering, using technology or the suites of product of Microsoft, Azure Data Factory or Azure ML, Data Lake Store, HD Insight, SQL Server. To the data science teams, they use on Python, and data visualization, we use Microsoft or Qlik. And we also provide a bespoke software development and support. And thank you everyone for joining my webinar today. If you have any questions, please email us at info.prc.com.au or send us an email. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kanika. It's info@prc.com.au. Thank you very much, everyone.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. All right. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us today. If you're interested in the webinar today, we have recording made available after the session. Just reach out to us at info@prc.com.au and we'll share that link to you. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thanks, bye.